So, as I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
land does not appreciate on its own. Land appreciates through people, growth of people. It is people that appreciate land. If we want to, but very soon we will start fencing this place, and immediately we dig the trenches. Appreciation has come.
Okay.
Immediately we put fence there, 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, whether dwarf or high fence. Appreciation has come.
Okay.
Understand? Sometimes it is also known as forced appreciation. We can force appreciation, putting on fencing and mounting our gatehouse. These are how appreciation comes in a land. It is people that see, someone can just come here and build one kind bungalow now or duplex with some acres of land. You see how this place becomes a very expensive just because of one single building. That is how
Yeah.
properties appreciate.
Yeah.
Understand? You can just hear that hey, government have bring hospital to this side or market to this side. Bam, land becomes expensive. That's how properties are. Just like what happened in Owerri the other time about Zion Minister and Ngokbala.
Mm.
Immediately Zion Minister moved to Ngokbala. All the whole lands they appreciate. They have not, but immediately announcement, we started buying. You know,
Yeah.
so by the time they
Yeah.
put structures there,
uh,
at the first only by the only their presence there, that's Crusade and the Caterpillar they used to clear all those places. Appreciation has come already. So that's how properties appreciate. It is for the fact we've cleared here, appreciation have entered.
okay.
Understand?
Mm.
By the time other people start, even if we didn't fence it and people around this side or this estate around here start fencing, appreciation has already come. Understand?
Okay.
So that's how lands appreciate.
So anyway, because when I was growing up, the way I saw how real estate is,
Mm.
like it's more like they buy a portion of land,
Mm.
or I say some mass land, and it's more like they buy and build. You understand? They buy houses, like houses is being arranged. So as
Mm.
time goes on, so when I now
Grow up.
yeah, when I now finally grow up, and
Mm.
also that it's not like the way I saw it when I was small. So this one is more like okay, they bought this land, but no development is happening
Yeah.
there.
That is how to, that is how to create wealth.
Okay.
It is called wealth creation. It is not a must that you must buy where you like.
Mm.
If you want to create wealth in real estate, you don't need to buy where you like. You buy where you make money. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes. And where do you like? You like the cities, like beautiful places, you like livable places where people live.
Mm-hmm.
That is where you like.
Mm.
Understand? So if you want to buy where you build your house, buy those places. But if you want to buy where you make money, buy a place like this, bushes like this.
Okay.
This is where you make money. Why? Because that place is, by the time that place will be filled up. Understand? People will now start looking for all these places. So a wise man will first arrive here and dominate before they come. Now when they come, they start selling them. That's how you'll be making money. If you buy 5 million, you sell 10 million, you sell 20 million to them. That's how you make money.
Okay.
Because there's a quote that I used to say that the wise men go and position where people are coming. So that is how it is in real estate. Those times, the way we see real estate then and now is not the same, because what brought us this far is knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
financial knowledge. If you don't know it, you don't know it. There are people who bring here, they will even beat you. They say, you brought me to a forest, but yeah. we know the value. You know the vision. We are developers, we see vision. Understand? So we follow our vision. Understand? If you check, before we arrive to this place, there are so many real estate companies. We passed several real estate companies before we arrive to this particular location. Yeah. And look, behind us here is another big real estate company that we have boundary with. Understand? So those people that have already positioned themselves are not fools. Are not fools. Why are they here? Because they see beyond human imagination. They know what financial education is all about. They know what land banking is all about. They know that they don't need to buy where they like. They need to buy
Where
where
to
they
make
will make
money.
money.
Yeah.
Understand? So for you to buy
Mm.
where you make money, it is a place like this. You cannot buy here at 5.5 million naira and it remains 5.5 million naira by next year, by this time next year. It's
Yeah.
impossible.
Okay. Okay. Well, though, Sha, because you know, in my journey of buying properties
Mm,
in places like this, you know,
mm,
so far so good. I've been hearing stories of some places whereby lands.
mm,
Okay, like okay. Let me give for example now,
mm.
Oka and Isuanosha.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. In places Oka they will faster.
Mm,
But back then, Isuanosha was more developed than Oka.
yeah.
In some cases like that now, why is it that back then Isu was much more developed than Oka? Then as time goes on, Oka now, you understand, now far.
Because the reason is that
uh,
Oka is
uh,
the state capital,
uh,
and we always remain the state capital.
capital.
And there
Okay.
is no way any other place can overtake Oka because
Mm-hmm.
this is the state capital.
Mm-hmm.
Oka has to be developed before any other place first.
For man,
Understand?
uh,
Even if Oka don't want to develop, the government of that state will develop Oka because that is their capital. It needs to look more beautiful than any other
places.
places in Anambra entirely. Understand? So that's why it's like that. So now Oka is now developed and people have built to live, or giving government have helped in development of Oka. The next place people are moving at that Isu. Those places that we are developing Isu now. People are going there, Mbakwo, you know, Amansi, Ebenebe, Ubene, you know, all those Oka territories, Nibo, Isiago, you know, all those Oka territories, mostly Oka North and Oka South. These are where people are moving into because this is the place development is moving into. Oka needs to be full and Oka is full. The plot of land in Oka at least now is more than 20 million to 25 million naira.
Wow.
Currently now, you cannot get a plot of 10 million naira in Oka unless it's neighboring town in Oka. Can't get a plot of 10 million. But you can use that 10 million naira, buy 2 plots of land in Ebenebe and sell it 20 to 50 million naira in 3 years time, 4 years time. Understand?
Okay.
That is the secret of wealth creation.
Okay. So well, though you know, more of calling investors now to invest their money here at travel residence. What is the probability that this company will stand and will stand strong in terms of situations of whereby the land is under cases, maybe like in court or it has problem? So what is the investor security that this land here is safe when they purchase from travel land residents?
The land is very safe in the sense that those problems of court problems or litigations or problems that may arise has already been investigated before the purchase of the property. Understand? Before Triveland and Homes Limited buys the property, we go for a search.
Okay.
We do our due diligence because real estate is always for the future, it's not for now. You may buy property and you keep it. Maybe in the future when you're about to build, you see problem arises. So all those things, we must have conquered those things before we bring our property to the market. Like today, there is a property we wanted to purchase. Understand? So we went for due diligence and we've done our own part. So we send some people to go and do a search about the property. And they called me lately, just few minutes ago, that the property is in the court. The case is in the court. So these are things we do first before we put our money or before we invest in a property or call people to come and buy. This signpost has been standing for months now. It hasn't been tampered. The road you see that leads to this property, we created it. It is this company. There is no road here.
Wow.
We established this road with the community. If it's not legit, we wouldn't have seen this road here. Understand? So we told them you cannot sell land to us and wouldn't give us road to sell our property. Understand? That's why they gave us road. They bring their load. They they pay the tank crier to they were here before we established this road. So even the other road there is another road that side. We also established 2 roads here. This company did that. Understand? So that is to prove our legitimacy. Because if you are not legit, the community will not give you road. Community will not give you road. Community will not call people to bring their land to create road if you are not legit. I don't know if you are getting it.
I got the point.
So for the facts, we could be able to conquer all those things. It's prove our legitimacy. Some billboards have been there. It hasn't been tampered. We've done all the whole proper, all the whole both ritual things by like Ewa and all those things. And this particular property, we've done everything necessary. We've paid in full. We registered the property. So this is, you know, like I told you in my office that the most difficult thing in real estate is to get a genuine land. And when you see someone who gets a genuine land and genuine, you want to wait to invest in that property. Understand? So that's why we are here. I'm not afraid. if this thing is not legit, I wouldn't be here. No. People that owns this property we must have created some chaos. In fact, one of the ways you know a genuine property in real estate is by bringing down the trees. You bring down trees like this in somebody's land, and those people didn't attack you. It's legit. That's one way. If you want to buy mass lands, for you to know the legitimacy of that property, take Caterpillar there. Take Caterpillar there. When they can put down the trees and no problem arises, then that is legitimate. Then put a billboard. When nobody tampers with a billboard, it proves a legitimacy. Because before we do all these things, we have to go and search and make sure that our investors' money and their land is protected.
Okay. So the final part, aside selling for 5.5, you know, for some people that are willing to invest, but in terms of the price, is there any other properties that or any other locations that are lesser in price to invest?
We are getting new properties soon. Understand? That is way affordable, but because of out of our magnanimity as a company, we offer our investors what is it called again? They can deposit any amount of they have, like they can pay on installments. That's the right word. Understand? They can deposit 2 million, 3 million, and spread the balance within 4 months. Some will give them 6 months. Understand? So it's not a must you pay immediately if you don't have the amount. You can pay 1 million, you can pay 2 million, and spread the balance within 6 months. Now the property is trying to move to 6.5 million naira. If you pay 1 million naira now, that the property is about to move for 6.5 and the property is selling for 5.5 million naira, you still balance up the payment with that same old amount, which is 5. We won't pay 6.5 million naira. That means if you pay for one plot now, you have locked up the amount to just 1 million naira for that 5.5. Even if it moves to 10 million naira, you will still pay 5.5 million naira. Understand? So that's how the property is. This is a table trial land. It's a table trial land. It's not a waterlogged property.
No.
It's not a waterlogged property. It has a beautiful view. It has a downtown. I don't know how to describe it.
It's more like it's a Muslopi down.
Yes. If you go to the new government house in Okana, you see how that place that is the type of view this place has. By the time people building duplex, you will see the beauty of this place from far. That's the way this place is. That's the vision of this. That's the vision of this place. Understand? So it's not even in a hill. It's nice. It's nice. It's normal. Understand? So it's a hot cake. We just have few plots available here. So anybody out is interested should just pay in now. Understand? That's the thing.
All right.
I hope I answered all your questions.
Yes, I'm done.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.